Good afternoon, guys. This is Tim here. I don't have a lot of time today, but it's been a while since I made a video, so I'm going to show you a little bit on propagating grapevines. Now, this grapevine is out of control. This is all new wood. This is all from this year. When I trim this, I trim it the whole way back to the main stem. As usual, I will also put all the links in the description of everything I use from Amazon. So basically all I'm going to do here is I'm not going to trim it too much. I'm going to trim it as if I am starting to trim it. I don't have a lot of time today, so I can't really do a full video on trimming everything and all that fun stuff. Here, I'll show you a better view of this singular grapevine and how overgrown it is. Definitely going to get a lot of cuttings off this one. All right, guys, hopefully you can see that. I got my vines here. I got my rooting hormone that I can get off Amazon. I got my shears, sterilized, of course, and just a mason jar here with a little bit of water in. So I guess the first thing I'm going to do is just separate these because they're all kind of grown together. I normally start at the bottom and work my way to the top. You don't want to plant these upside down. So the bottom cut, I make it an angle, and the top cut, I just cut it however. And what you want is you want 2 to 3 nodes. This is the bottom one, and that's where the angle cut is. There's the second one, there's the third one. This is the one that's going to get planted under the ground. That's where the roots are going to come from. These are the two that the new growth will come from. And I'll only do, depending on the height of it, on how long it is, I'll only do 2 nodes. There's no point of wasting that much vine. And like I said, the bottom cut I cut right below the node. And the top cut I cut kind of a little bit up. You can really root these any time of the year. I have the most success planting them in the fall or the winter, and then they end up starting to put growth on, I guess, around June, and then usually by then they have a nice set of roots on them already. I have done them during summer. I've done green cuttings, which root very, very fast. But the problem I had was it seemed like they would normally rot before they would root good enough that I could transplant them. So I'm definitely going with hardwood cuttings. I mean, I got a couple grapevines out of the ones I did during the summer, but the success rate was a lot lower. Normally, doing them like this in the fall from hardwood cuttings, it's almost 100%. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these cut up, and then I'll be back. Okay, guys, I got them all in my mason jar. Some of these are getting shipped out to customers. I'll put a link below to my Etsy listing where I sell some of these. But basically, all I'm going to do is treat this pretty much like any other cutting. Dip it in some rooting hormone. And stick it in my mixture. Now all this is peat moss and some perlite. I don't use perlite anymore. I just use sand because of cost mainly. I have a feeling that the green cuttings would do a lot better if I just rooted them in sand. That might be part of my rooting or rotting problem I'm having. And honestly, I'll try to root any size. Now, if you order these from me on Etsy, this is about the size that you'll get right here. But if I'm trying to root them for myself, I will root everything. From the tiniest twig all the way up to big ones. So here's some smaller ones. There's no point of leaving a potential plant go to waste just because I don't think the cutting will take. Because usually the smaller ones do take. Hey guys, I got them all stabbed in. Now I'm just gonna water them in well. Now we're into my cheap Amazon greenhouse. Here, I just want to show you one of the grapes. Don't mind the weeds. I'm pretty sure I rooted this one in the middle of summer. It's one of them that lived. I have a bunch more here too. They grow pretty quick. Normally the ones that I root now in the fall for next year, they'll be 2.5, 3 foot tall by the end of the season. I sell them for around 10 bucks a piece. I sell a lot of them. I had about 35 of them this year and sold all of them that were ready to sell. The ones that didn't quite look the greatest, I put back in the greenhouse till next year to see what happens with them. But yeah, they're a super easy plant to propagate. That little area I have out there is where I put all my real easy plants because they don't require much care. And I'm running out of time today, but I will be covering that up with like a plastic covering just to help protect it from the elements. But I'm pretty sure if I just left them out in the snow and the rain, they'd be perfectly fine. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And hopefully I'll have a little bit more time to post some more this week. Thank you.